Hi, I'm actually doing a timing belt. A timing belt, a water pump, an oil pump, the gaskets, and a few odds and ends on a 93 Toyota Celica. I'm a complete rookie, so I'll probably hurt myself. Anyway, directions say jack it up. Jack it up, unplug the battery, take off the wheel well apron. So we're gonna do that first and I'll be back. Okay, so I've got it jacked up. Actually turned out that skirt that's supposed to be in this area was actually off. So it's gone. I don't know if that's good or bad. Obviously it's bad and I should probably buy one. But anyway, so I guess there's some bump start thing that if I set this, that's the crankshaft pulley right there. Anyway, I set up a breaker bar that's up against the, I don't know what that's called. Anyway, set it up like that, and then you actually have to go unplug. I hear it's that thing right there, this thing. And that's like the distributor plug. So anyway, the reason for unplugging that is so the motor doesn't start. So I'm gonna do that and then I'll be back. Okay, so I unplugged that and just put it off to the side there. Alright, I'm gonna go in the car. Just turn it over here. Oh, I heard something, so we'll see what that is. Hopefully I didn't break anything. We'll see. Oh, beautiful. That was awesome. The internet's great for those kind of tricks. So anyway, that was that. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm doing next, but okay. One thing, I am changing the water pump as well. So I'm going to drain the coolant. So, right by the radiator up front here. I think there's a plug I can just undo. If not, I'll just undo that clamp on the lower hose and let the water out. So anyway, I'm going to do that, and then, let's see, it said unplug the negative of the battery, and then get the crankshaft at top dead center, and I'll come back for that. So anyway, I'm going to do those things. Okay, about to do the negative of the battery here. But by the way, I did notice that little plug did open up. Actually, I'll show you. When you open it up, it just comes out a little spout right there. When you loosen up this thing right here. But when you do that, just open up the radiator cap and it flows pretty freely. So anyway, that's that. And like I said, I'm working on the negative of the battery here. This should just take a second. Oops, wrong way. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. There we go. Okay, just put that off to the side like that. And then getting the crankshaft to top dead center. I'm not like 100% sure what I'm doing on this yet, so look it up and I'll be back. Alright, I'll try to do my best to show you here. I'm not sure. Okay, so I guess these things, these holes right here, are like, I don't know, they need to be like this, and yeah, you can kind of see it. Right behind there is the, I'm sure I can point to it. Right there is the timing chart
So anyway, there's a 0 to the far right, and so you want the dot, which I'll show you from the top, to be generally in that area. And in fact, if I go up here, hopefully you guys can see it, there's actually a dot right below that on the crankshaft. In fact, maybe I can move it a little bit better. You'll see it move to the right. See it? Actually, I'm sorry. Move to the left. So anyway, I want it, what, 5 degrees back here. Anyway, just put it there. Okay, I overshot it. I can't do 2 things at one time, so I'm gonna put down this and I'll okay, so it's talking about removing the alternator. So, because I'm replacing the water pump, I don't think you have to do it if it's anything else, but, or if you're not replacing the water pump. But anyway, probably just this bolt right here, and this one right here, this, take out this, and take out this, and I think it'll come right out. Of course, the belt. Okay. That, what else? Power steering. They're talking about removing the power steering pump and hoses, and I'll probably take this hose and push it over there. There's just like 0 room to get to the timing belt, so I'm trying to get as much as possible out of the way, and I think this has to be unclipped. This has to come off. Things like that. Yeah, all this crap, all my AC stuff's right in the way too. It's pretty lame. Okay. Okay, after getting out the power steering reservoir, I removed the alternator. I should just set it aside here. I'm not sure if that's going to be okay. Disconnected this to ground wire. And goes to there. I think I got to deal with the engine mount next. Yeah, I just got these hoses here for the power steering. I don't really like where they are. This one seems awfully difficult to just completely remove, so I'm hoping maybe I can just twist it to the side. So, okay, and then what do I got here? So, you're supposed to get off the power steering belt. So, they say that there are 2 bolts here. One is up there, and one is there. And they said all you have to do is loosen this one up, which I did. And then you can stick a pry bar somewhere just to kind of force the pulley over a little bit. But I actually just pulled down on this thing and it just slid right over. So I think I could probably just take it right off. Yep, sure enough. Okay, so that's that. I'm not sure what I'm doing next. I'll come back and tell you. Okay, I was right. So I need to do this next. So I guess just unhook this bolt, jack up the car and take out, or maybe jack up the car now. Take out this, and then take out the, it's called a stay bar or something like that. Then here's the bolt for the mount insulator, I think they call that. Yeah, okay, so that's the next deal. I'll do that and I'll let you know. Okay, so to get this motor mount off, just take that bar off. Just take those off. And then there's a big bolt here that goes through there. So jack up the car a little bit when you do it. Then if you have it just right, the bolt, once you loosen it up, should pull right out. Okay, so there was then what you need to do is get some sort of longer extension here. And there's actually 2 14mm bolts
at the bottom of the motor mount, so stick this up in there with a 14-inch socket on it. Make sure it's a deep socket, because I noticed that there was a heck of a lot of threads on it, and my just standard socket couldn't get a good bite on it. So anyway, just make sure it's a deep socket. And also I noticed I only had one of the nuts on there, so anyway, so there's two of them, as you can see. Anyway, you should have two 14mm nuts on there. Okay, and then this thing comes out. Obviously this is thrashed, so I did buy a new one, so that's good. Alright, don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I keep reading about the alternator bracket, and I mean there's two of them. There's this one, and this is like the back holder pivoting bracket. So honestly, I don't know which one, but since I'm doing the water pump, this one's connected to the water pump, so I assume they're talking about this one. So I'm going to take this off, and then also this thing, I think this is like the camshaft sensor something or another. So anyway, I'm not exactly sure how to take it off. I see a bolt here, so I'll take that off. I mean, there must be another bolt somewhere down there. I think it's down there. So anyway, I think that needs to come off. I don't know what this is. That's kind of weird to me. It's just, it was always loose like that, so that doesn't seem right, but whatever. Okay, so that's where I'm going to be. Take this off, and then take this off, and then Alright, so what I did is I took this off. I haven't taken off the bracket yet, I'll do that, but and I just kind of jimmied this whole deal over, popped this up, and moved it over. I hope that's going to be good enough, so I don't have to take off all the wires. But okay, so I guess I got to get this bracket off. It's part of the motor mount. There's 3 bolts. I can't tell what size yet. Look like maybe 17mm or something. I have no idea if you can see it, but actually you can see 2 of them right there. Right, going up towards there. There's one there. And anyway, there's 3 of them. 2 up top, and then one down at the bottom. Kind of a triangle. So anyway, I'm gonna do that now. Not a lot of room. Okay, I took off the alternator bracket, and that other bracket down there, that was actually 3 15mm nuts. They were pretty hard to get to. I actually ended up using a breaker bar with a 15mm socket on the end of it, and then hand did that off. I'm sure there's a better tool, but anyway, the bracket's in there. It's just loose down there, and I assume that once I get off the cover here that I can pull up that bracket. It's just, I just can't seem to get to it, but that's alright. So anyway, I guess next in line is to get off this cover. I think there's 6 or 7 bolts. One here, one there. Anyway, there's the top part of this cover. There's 2 pieces. So okay, I got the cover off. Yeah, that was no fun. There's just 3 bolts on top, but you know, because this AC system here, it was super hard to get to that other bolt back there. But you know, I don't really have the nicest mechanics tools, but I just got the standard set. Anyway, okay, so you'll notice if you look at the timing marks, I've got it almost close to supposedly top dead center, but then I noticed if I look here, this mark is supposed to be like somewhere up there. So what my understanding is, I have to rotate the crankshaft like maybe another rotation and get it back to 0 over there, and then that's going to put this at a different, it should put it at top dead center. So see that little hole, I don't know if you can see it, it's pretty dark. It's supposed to be up here somewhere. So anyway, okay, we'll do that.